Hello, awesome people. I hope you're having just an amazing day today. Today we're taking a look at the next short story. It's the 10th of 12 in this collection called Scroll of Thoth for you folks. It's the title of this collection by Richard Tierney that he did. It's fun stuff. It was published in this. It was collected in 1996 collection by Chaosiam of things that are set in the Cthulhu Mythos. It's set in the Roman Empire, but it's more of a sword and sorcery take on it, kind of inspired more by Robert E. Howard's stuff in the Cthulhu Mythos or his Conan the Barbarian style things than it is the more cosmic horror of Cthulhu Mythos stuff that was popular during the pulp era. But it has the occasional toss out there like Nyarlathotep or the Black Pharaoh, Nephrin Ka, stuff like that. From the short story Fane of the Black Pharaoh, stuff like that. So it is in it, but it's a different take, which I like. It's definitely an interesting thing for you folks. As a reminder, our main character, Sammigus, is a gladiator from Samarita. He was captured and made a slave and sold into the gladiators' arenas. He was trained there and fought there and survived there for a couple of years. And then he became a mage, which is where mages comes from. And then he became, and now he's really strong with that stuff. And this is a sequential section, although each of the previous one do not require you to know what happens typically, although there's a couple that are direct sequels and so forth for you folks. So let's get started with my review of the Scroll of Thoth for you folks. Now this is a work that's in there. It's mentioned a few times in previous works and so forth. And we're going to find out in the first couple pages of this 15-page short story that somebody is being interrogated and killed and so forth, and then he is turned into a sacrifice by Sammigus, who casts a spell by his former mentor from Egypt, who is somebody who can speak the language, and he's his adept in the area, and we're going to find out very soon in the first few pages that the bad stuff's about to happen. And he's our king of Caligula, the really nasty guy, is seeking immortality to get past this mortal flesh, and so that's his goal. And it seems like he's going to be really close to that. Obviously, that would be bad for people, the world, good Romans, that sort of a thing. So that's happening about 3 or 4 pages into it, so I'll leave it there. What's going to happen, who's going to stop, and what are his plans, those sorts of things, and how does it involve Scroll of Thoth? We'll find out more. Now, sometimes when a short story is named after the collection, sometimes that's because it's a classic like The Monkey's Paw by W.W. Jacobs I read recently, and that was obviously the classic 10 out of 10. Then sometimes it's just, right, you just don't know, right? Cold Print was one of the better ones from Ramsey Campbell's Cthulhu Mythos collection, but you get the idea, right? So I don't know. But this one isn't the best one, although it is the shortest one so far. It's a nice break. I read it about a half an hour last night, and a little bit longer, like 35 minutes, roughly, for me to knock it out last night. Good stuff. I liked it. But it's not like a 10 out of 10. I gave it a couple of 8s. It's not an 8. It's more like a 7. It's fine. It's nice brush of paint. It's well fleshed out, but the combat scenes are too fast. They're not well paced or detailed like some of the previous ones have been. So I don't feel this was it's fast. It's quick clip well. So again, 7 out of 10. For you folks, I do like it. I think this is an interesting take on the Cthulhu Mythos with the more of a sword and fantasy take for you. So have you read it? If so, what did you think about it? Let's talk about it more in the comments below, whatever your thoughts are. Or if you agree or disagree with my 7 out of 10, let's talk about that too. As a reminder, this channel's name is the worst thing about new books. That's a quote by a French philosopher, Jacques Joubert, who said that the worst thing about them was that they kept us from reading the old ones, right? And it's definitely an older work from decades ago that we might not have forgotten about. If you like this video, why not hit the subscribe button, the like button, the bell icon if you're feeling frisky, and then let your friends know, particularly Cthulhu Mythos fans, Richard Tierney fans, fantasy fans of sword and sorcery, and that sort of thing, all that stuff. And then finally, I want to thank you so much, just, for taking some time out of your day and investing it and watching my video, right? Because we all have so many things, right, that are happening in our lives. And we're pulled in so many different directions. So the fact that you spent this time with me is incredibly humbling. And I appreciate it so much. So have a great day, and thanks again.